Welcome to Me and You Outside. Hey, I'm here at a taxidermist. I am going to have my deer mounted. My good friend Greg Matthews, his wife Barb, here at Matthews Taxidermy just outside of Fairgrove, Missouri. They're going to mount my deer for me, and we're going to go in here because Greg just asked me a question. He said, hey, you want me to skin this out and cape it out and show you how I do that? I'm like, that's a good idea, so I'm going to do a video about it. Now, I did one similar to that a while back, but I'm not a professional, okay? I don't do it all the time, and it's a little bit... I just do things like that rough because, like I say, I don't do it all the time. But Greg Matthews does it a lot. And let's just go into his shop right here. I'm going to show you what he's got going on in here. He's got deer laying everywhere, turkeys on the wall. There is so much stuff in here. There's some massive monster racks here. Some of these deer right here were killed on a high fence ranch, like that one right there. That is an unbelievable rack right there. These are curious to me. That one there, Greg, what'd you say it scored?
West Cox next to it.
Which one
scored 384.
Which one? The one on the ground?
That one.
384 on that deer right there. Of course, they're high fence kills. These are all
that
wild.
was yesterday. Came in yesterday.
That bunch did?
Yeah.
Wow, a lot of racks right there. That's pretty cool. Now, so here we have my 11-pointer that you saw on a previous video. A couple of videos I have already done about this deer, but I'm going to do this right here because this is interesting. So Greg Matthews right here, the owner of Matthews Taxidermy.
Exactly.
And he's going to show us what he's doing first. Okay, what are you doing here,
We're going to take the neck measurement for the form.
Okay.
19, which is an average neck measurement for Missouri deer.
Okay. So 19 inches is an average,
Yeah.
kind of an average. You get up into 22, 23, that's North Missouri deer a lot of times, or
Exactly.
Or this happens to be a big buck around here.
Yeah.
Now you're making a cut right down through here.
I usually make the cut to wherever the guy cuts it off so I can pull that hide all the way forward.
And you're just using a razor blade.
Just like skin an elk out with that.
And now you're going from the antlers to that cut you just made. You're making a Y here, aren't you?
Yeah.
So now you switch to a little scalpel type thing. You
Yeah.
see that? What's that? That's a little, and that has a universal blades, or you can continue to change the blades on.
Yep. They last about one deer.
Really?
Yeah.
So a blade every deer you do, you
Yeah.
change the blade.
And then we're going to also take the CWD sample on this deer.
I did that.
Take out his lymph nodes.
I did that yesterday.
You did?
Yeah. I made a video about it. Yeah, he cut
No,
it
you
out.
didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Who did it?
Wildlife biologist in Bolivar, Kyle Hedges. I forgot you got paid. Don't you get paid for doing that?
What?
Do you get paid for doing that with the
Yeah,
CW?
where did he take him at, though? I get the lymph nodes right here.
That's where he got them.
How did this deer?
Uh-huh.
You pulled that all back?
Uh-huh.
You did.
No, I pulled it back. I had it all the way scant far enough so he could do that.
Makes it easier if you ambidextrous.
Can I move this like that?
Yeah. Next thing you want to do is cut around those ears.
You're cutting the ears off now.
Yeah. See, I've already released
Okay.
most of it.
Okay. Oh, I see that. There's the ear canal right there. He pulled two big fly larvae out of the throat of that deer. You ever seen that?
See what?
He pulled two big fly larvae out of the throat of that
Oh,
deer.
yeah. The whole time. You got to have really expensive tools to do this.
That's a good old fashioned screwdriver. screwdriver in there around that base of that antler.
Some come right out and some don't.
Yeah. And that's one of the, as far as caping out a deer, Greg, isn't that probably the most strenuous part, is getting that hide from around the antlers?
Well, that's the biggest mistake hunters make out in the field, particularly out west, is when they're in the mountains.
Yeah.
They don't take time to do that. They just take their knife and cut around it. And then when you mount it, it doesn't want to go back together.
Oh. You run into that once in a while. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
And he's just taking a flat screwdriver around the base of that antler, knocking that hide loose. You know why I have that sound on my phone?
Because you can set your deer stand and your phone can ring and it doesn't sound like anything but a
right.
crow.
That's right.
Good idea.
That's why I do it, yeah. Because sometimes, you know, you forget to turn your phone off.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah. But once you get past this, Greg, it's just a general skinning process, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you get past this, getting that out from around that antler. Ugh. Have you ever skated your knuckles doing this?
Time or two.
I bet you.
On big deer, not a little deer like this.
Okay, yeah, right, okay. It's not a huge deer, but it's just a good deer, isn't it, Greg? Now I noticed, Greg, this is what you were talking about, to not split that all the way
Yeah,
down.
we'll show you how that comes off.
Okay.
Yeah, we got her.
You got her whooped. Don't you, Greg?
They're whooped now. So now at this point, I'll just set it like that. This is all gonna fall forward.
Without even putting a lot of weight on it, or pulling on it. Times were hard, Greg. We'd cut all that meat off that neck.
Make you a roast.
Yeah.
Being a guy that eats all the stuff you do, you surely want that roast.
I'm gonna get plenty of roast off this deer. Are you at the eye yet?
Yeah.
That's another critical place, isn't it, Greg? That
Right.
eye.
Always get my finger in there and keep that eyelid up. See, I got it.
Oh, I see that. How many you scan out this year already?
I don't know, 30.
30.
Cut deep on that tear duct.
You get plenty of it, make sure you get it all. You know, a friend of mine's a taxidermist there in Morrisville. He just started a couple of years ago. And he started skinning that deer from the nose,
Yeah.
peeling it back from there. You ever do that?
Oh, I have. It's just awkward. You get used to doing it one way.
It's like anything else. Whatever is your favorite way to do it
Yeah.
is the way to do it, right?
Right. I bet that was from fighting.
I bet it was. Another critical part too is the nose, Greg, right?
Yeah.
And be sure to get all that nose and lips. There you go. That's it.
That's what's going to wrap around one of these forms right here.
Yeah.
You could have instant mount. Just like that. There you go.
That is crazy. That's how it works, isn't it, Greg?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that them forms that they just put the hide in the form. A lot of people think there's still the bone structure, the meat, everything's still in that deer.
Yeah.
I talked to a lady yesterday. She thought that. She goes, "What? It's not really got all that meat and stuff." No.
And people don't realize it's glass eyes.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Oh boy, the other hard part. You ever use a Sawzall?
Yeah, but I don't like it as good as this is.
Do what now?
I said it's easier sawing through the back of the skull than the front of the skull.
Yeah, I do. Good job. Not a bad rack, is it, Greg?
That guy did get him, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Now the rack doesn't look as big, does it?
Oh, it's the way it always is, isn't it? You take them off the skull.
You want that?
No. Well, that's interesting right there, my friends. That's interesting right there. And Greg did a good job. Got that deer all caped out. And I'll eventually come over here and get that mounted. It'll take several months. I'm not in a hurry. I don't care if it takes a year. I don't need this deer back. He's got a lot of other deer he'll do in priority. But that's cool. That's how you cape out a deer right there, folks. And that's done by a guy that does it all the time. So I appreciate you watching this episode of Menu Outside. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Look up Matthews Taxidermy, Fairgrove, Missouri. He ships things all over the world. If you have to have something shipped, he can have it shipped. Does a good job. But appreciate you watching. So wherever you're at in this world, have a good morning, good day, good night. For another video's coming right around the corner.